What's going on, suckers? Welcome back to another episode of Robbie Sucks. It's me, Robbie, and today I've been putting a lot of miles on the old Chevy here, so it's time for me to change the oil. Let me show you how. Jack her up.
She's a heavy girl. This retard's going, help me!
Holding strong. Alright guys, so when changing the oil on the 08 Duramax here, you need like specific types. So the one that I've been recommended the most by everyone else is this Rotella T4. I've seen a couple videos on it, and the previous owner runs the same oil. After watching the video and researching, this is like probably the best oil you can get for your dollar for this era 6.6 liter Duramax. Super great viscosity, works really well in the cold, really keeps good flow and consistency. So definitely check out this oil for your truck. Highly recommend it. A couple of things you might want: strap wrench to pull the filter off if you can't get it off by hand, and then obviously your new oil filter. Went with this Napa Gold because I usually couldn't find the Frams or the wicks that I go with. So went with Napa, they hooked it up. Just talk to your local auto parts store, tell them your make and model and your engine, and they'll be able to hook you up with a filter for your vehicle, no problem. Alright guys, so here we're here under the truck, and I'm looking at my oil pan right now, and you can see there is our drain plug. Now, word of advice, they should have like a copper ring on the back side of this, but don't over torque, don't put them on with an impact. Be very careful about this, because if you strip this or shell it, you can guess what you're probably going to have to change next. And over here to the left, there's our oil filter. So normally I'll run like Fram or Wicks, but like I said, nobody had them in stock. Diesel products are really hard to find right now, especially in the town that I'm in. So I went with what I could get. I was actually super lucky to find that oil that I found as well. I actually had to get it at Home Depot. All the auto parts stores were sold out of it, to include Walmart, which is crazy. But that's where your oil filter is. That's where your drain plug is. Let's get to draining. Continue to drain again. Round 2. Starting to get to the bottom of this pan here. You really want to see it when it gets to either like single slow drips or no drips at all before you put the plug back in. And speaking of plugs, remember how I was talking about that little ring? There it is. I want to make sure that this is in good condition. This one looks pretty good. Doesn't seem to have a lot of scoring on it. Still maintaining shape. As you can see, it's just kind of floating on there. So that's a win. Sometimes people will install these too tight and end up crushing this, and it causes a problem where it breaks, and then you have not a good seal on your pan. So plus there, win, threads look good. And that's your drain plug bolt.
Yeah. And don't use RTV.
Yeah, don't use RTV or thread locker. Don't
Yeah.
be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Ooh, dinosaur blood.
Yummy.
Little residual.
Yeah.
Oh, get it in the pan.
I got most of it.
Well, you know, you tried.
Yeah.
We're here. We're here. Just like that, it screws off. Alright guys, so with your oil filter, it's good practice to fill it about a quarter to halfway prior to installing it, so that way you're not putting a complete dry oil filter into the motor itself. Also, it's a real good tip to take some of that residual that you pour in the half and just get a good nice coat around this O-ring here. That way when it gets up to temperature and it heats up, it doesn't seize to the block. Real important there. You want to make sure it's hand tight. Don't over torque these. And that's good. Right about there. Oh, done. Ouch. All right, guys, here we are in the engine bay. As you can see, 6.6 liter turbo diesel. America. But over here, this little dude, that's your dipstick. Shake your dipstick, Jimmy. You'll pull this out, and at the very bottom, you'll see when I check the level of what it's at. So as we fill and pour, we'll be able to find out how much we need to go and make sure we add the correct amount.
Here's another tip that I like to do, kind of a little bit of a thing I do every time, is I'll take some car cleaner and I make sure that the funnel's nice and clean, because they sit around, they collect dust. You don't want that going into your motor doing a fresh oil change.
Word of advice, when jacking the truck, make sure you put it on a solid metal lifting point. This plastic obviously was not it. And now, we pour.
Fill her up, Dano.
Oh, I like that.
One down.
However many to go.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take a look at the dipstick, check the oil level. Ooh, got me a marlin. Jeez. Alright, guys. So take a look right here. As you can see, we have our indication markers here. Obviously, F is for full. A is for add. Add full. Let's see where we're at.
Get in my belly.
Get in the hole. Jeez. My gosh. All right. Give her a couple wiggles. And we're back to fishing. Come on. Huh. Think we need some more there.
Sí, por favor.
That's Spanish for yup. What do you want to see? That's fun.
And keep going. More.
More. Ooh.
Nice.
Perfect. Right on the money.
Right on the money.
Heck yeah. That's a success. Okay, so we've got the oil filled up. We're going to run the truck for about 15 minutes. I want to see the oil pressure rise and maintain good pressure at idle. And then we'll check for leaks. And after that, we're done. As you can see, our oil level, or pressure level anyway, is sitting pretty good. So it's been about 15 minutes, and our oil pressure is sitting rock solid, right where it needs to be. Oh yeah, and I now reset this to 100% oil life remaining. Basically, you'll go to your switches here, you'll click on your info, find the oil life remaining, and then press and hold the check mark until it resets to 100. Super simple. Well, suckers, that is it. The oil's changed. Everything's reset. There are no leaks. Happy to say that this is an easy job. I hope you guys try it. I hope you guys learned something. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and remember, it's okay to suck. Just don't give up. I'll see you next time. My gosh!